This video is sponsored by Miniswap. Alright you lot, welcome back. A little bit of a cheeky Saturday upload for you here because yesterday, a thing appeared. There was something of a grainy potato cam leak. And you know what? I feel perfectly comfortable saying that it was a grainy potato cam leak because Games Workshop have just fully acknowledged that that's what it is. Seriously, you may have seen a grainy potato cam picture of a new Ork Warboss box. By the way, this is it. This is the box. They've acknowledged its existence. It doesn't count as a leak anymore. That's the logic I'm using anyway. So this appeared yesterday. Also, a slight total irrelevance here, but we recorded Adric yesterday, and we literally had a conversation at the end of the episode about whether this box was AI. We had that chat because there was a lot of stuff about people thinking it was AI, and, you know, turns out, no, it's not. That is something that we're going to have to talk about at some point. You can't trust it anymore. It used to be bad photoshops, but it was rare. Now, any old schmuck can load up some godforsaken, abominable intelligence and make it create a gash model out of nothing and then claim it's a new thing that's happening. Unfortunately, that's just the world we're living in now, but this looked to be fairly legit, even if he does look like he's got a tiny arm on that part of the box. And the reason that this looked like it was legit is because... well, it's because it is. It absolutely is. And now, Games Workshop are just having to go, yeah, it leaked. It leaked. Alright? It's real. It leaked. You've seen it. We were going to reveal it like 8 months down the line. Now we can't do that because we are terrible. Like, got the structural integrity of a sieve. And so, here you go. And, yeah. I'm just happy to see a new Ork Warboss, to be honest, no matter how it ends up out in the world, and whether it's to Games Workshop's timetable or not, which it definitely wasn't, was it? It definitely wasn't. It is nice to see. So, we're going to take a look at the new Warboss, but before we do, you might be looking for an older Warboss. You might be looking for something that's no longer in production, and for that, you're going to have to go second hand, and if you're going to go second hand, you should go to Miniswap. Again, what a segue. They're just so good. Miniswap is an online marketplace for your miniatures built by hobbyists for hobbyists. If you want to build up a new army or a new to you army using new in box but still second hand, Miniswap has got stuff for you. If you want to sell stuff that you're not going to use that has just been sat there collecting dust, Miniswap is the thing for you. No matter what model you're looking for, you can filter by new in box, new on sprue, partially assembled, fully assembled, or if you're doing a bit of kit bashing, you can have a look at some bits. Now I have taken to, when doing these, having a quick look to see if anything jumps out, if there's anything that I look at and think, you know what, that looks solid, and I noticed something earlier. We've got a couple of out of production things here. We've got the classic Wood Elf Dryad and Archer there from Grimdork, also 2 handgunners in the Empire stripped, but the thing that stood out to me as being something that someone will most likely immediately want these is these 1992 Goblin Doomdiver crew. These models are 34 years old. Oh dear God, no. That is so terrifying. But they look to be in good nick. It looks like they've also been stripped at some point, whether that was done by the current seller or the one before. But there's decent pictures. You can see all the insane detail. What a ridiculous miniature. What a silly idea. I absolutely love it. Now, if you sign up to Miniswap using the link in the description or the pinned comment down below, you'll get 0% seller commission for the first 90 days after sign up, and you'll get free shipping on your first order. Thank you to Miniswap for sponsoring the video. Let's take a look at this Warboss. I think it's fair to say the most important thing about this Warboss is the fact that he's got a little grot lad next to him. Like, that is the most important part, and the number of guns that little lad is holding is fantastic. I absolutely love it. I love that he's got a friend. I love that that friend is heavily armed. That's really, really fun. We, of course, have got the obligatory tactical rock. I mean, as soon as I saw the picture on the box, I was like, it's another tactical rock, isn't it? It is another tactical rock. Okay. I mean, it's expected at this point. It's expected. We know it's going to happen. It's going to happen nearly every single time. I feel like that helmet, that head, is a distinct callback to the older orcs. Like, that feels like nostalgia bait, that head specifically, which is not a complaint. I actually really like it. I think they've done a good job of bringing the, how do I put this nicely, the slightly more silly, but still good helmets of the older orc models back and updated a bit. I will say it looks a bit, I don't know whether that's just the way it's been painted, but the fur at the front seems a bit like fuzzy and ill-defined. I think that is just the way it's been painted, but it looks like the detail isn't quite there. I'm not really sure why, but it's just sort of standing out to me, simply because everything else on this model is so crisp and clean. Like, everything else just looks really, really good. The the belt is fantastic. Absolutely love that. The mucky sort of cobbled together t-shirt, vest, tank top thing going on, but with those leather straps holding the pauldrons down, that's a very good look. I like that a lot. Also, for reasons I can't really articulate, that power claw looks kind of slim and better engineered than some, but I'm not really sure why that is. It just sort of feels a bit more streamlined than you might expect. Of course, the cabling is knackered and frayed, which is exactly what you expect, and I'd be disappointed if it was any other way. I really like the custom shooter there. That's fun. That is, though, surprisingly symmetrical. I would go so far as to say that that actually looks quite well designed, which is not a problem, but I tend to like my Ork guns to be a bit more ramshackle than that, but it is fun. It is also a bit silly. A bit silly. It's very silly. I mean, come on. It's got 2 rockets next to the bayonet on either side. It's insane placement, but it does make me think that more than once this Warboss will have stabbed someone with the, I say bayonet, is a bayonet just a knife on the underside of a gun? Or is it a specific shape of blade under a gun? Because that is more knife strapped to a thing. Either way, it feels like he stabbed someone and launched a rocket at the same time. Like, he just has to have done, right? There's no way he hasn't done that. The damage on one of those pauldrons looks really good. I like that a lot. The trophy of the, the bolts or bullets or whatever wrapped around the arm, that's very cool. I think he's got a chopper as well. I can see a handle with some string attached. I like the double skull trophy hanging off the belt there as well. That's very nice. I like that a lot. Now, they do stress that it's a multi-part plastic Ork Warboss. I mean, we'd assume it's plastic anyway, but the multi-part bit is nice because it means that there's a bunch of options. So as they say, this is the first time that an Ork Warboss has come as a multi-part plastic hit and all the classic options are represented. You can take your pick of chopper or power claw, both alongside a Dagger-tastic combi-shoota. See, the thing is, with it being orcs, Dagger-tastic combi-shoota could well be an actual name. And there's even an optional attack squig, though we all know that is no option at all. Of course you're picking the squig. I mean, overall, this is just a very cool miniature. It's just a very cool miniature. I think the overall, scale and size of the Warboss is really nice. He looks really quite brutish and, well built, but at the same time, there's almost it feels like there's a little bit of Cruel Boys about him, where it seems like he's got a really sort of long torso, but it does work super well. It looks great. That head is fantastic. I like that a lot. I really like the boss pole as well there. That is I think I like that more than the fist. The axe is decent. It is decent, but you just can't beat a power claw for my money. You just can't beat it. And including the attack squig in there is very nice. Also, things like, I liked the belt on the previous version. Different part for the belt. Also, different part for the straps holding the pauldrons down. So it looks like you've got a kind of bandolier option as well. Plus you've also got this necklace of teeth too. So there is actual proper customization here. Different boss poles, different weapons, you've got different armor sections, you've got different customization for what's holding the armor on, a couple of different heads. That's all pretty solid, and it's nice to see that amount of customization. His arm does look a little weird in that picture, like the way he's holding the chopper. I think it's just because of the camera angle. It sort of looks like he's got a little baby arm, but I don't think that's the case. I think it is just the angle of the photo that's making it look like that. At least I hope it is. He could just have very short arms. That's also possible, you know. Stranger things have happened. So yeah, and they say that there's a selection of aesthetic accessories for things like buckles, knee pads, and ammo belts. Oh, so even knee pads as well. Oh yeah, there is a difference. There is actually a difference. I didn't even notice that. That's great. Plus there's more alternate heads, boss poles, and weapon gubbins. You know what? That's pretty solid. That's nice. I like that. A proper Ork Warboss that's got a bunch of different options to make it fully customizable, and you've got different weapon options as well, and you've got an ammo grot and a squig. That's solid. That is solid. Oh, hang on a second. Warboss is ready to come alone. This might not be the only new Ork on the way, so come back on Monday. Oh, hell yes. There we go. Well, that's that sorted then. I guess on Monday we get to look at more orcs. I'm happy about that. I'm always happy with more orcs. We just need more in general. Flat out, more orcs, more often. Isn't that their official tagline now? More Warhammer, more often. Oh no, the marketing's worked. Bad times. Anyway, let me know what you think of that lad in the comments down below, and his two lads that are with him, obviously. Thank you very much to Miniswap for sponsoring the video. You can find them in the link in the description and the pinned comment down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.